presentation piece of paper for you all because I couldn't get any computer time. It's not let me in there. But all I can say is tools and tuck coming tonight, and it's fantastic to see how big my family has grown in such a short time. I'm very overwhelmed with that, and also all the people that I've met since I've been coming to Denmark with Mette. But I'd also like to thank John and Alan for being wonderful new parents to me as well. They've looked after me while we've been here all the time, and also for an enjoyable expedition in Australia when they first met. I didn't think we'd be still meeting for this many times at drinking functions like this, because when I first came over to Denmark, my first experience with a Danish function like this was very interesting for me, because our toast of skull in Australia means that you have a full glass and you finish the glass. John and Alan, their 60th, it was a skull and I was drinking full glass. And Mette, with her little Aussie sitting next to her, I would say to her, it's good, the more I drink, the more Danish I understand. She has since pointed out to me, for those of you that were there, that everyone else became with the wine and they started speaking more English to me. I'm hoping that works tonight. So. I'd also like to thank our visitors that have come all the way from Australia, our dear friends that have travelled right across the world and across the water. My best man Frank, we sort of grew up together in the middle of Australia, so I've got to thank him for coming all this way. And of course Tani, who's also come from Alice Springs, is a good friend of ours from their time in Alice as well. And also this girl. This is our little bridesmaid here called Sonia, who's one of Mette's dear friends from London as well. She's come over. And I've got to thank my brother here, Morton, who's been fantastic person, who I already look up to, and I've learned so much from him with his blueberries and electronic wizardry. And he's also promised, I got some comments last week about not being able to attend tonight unless we got the scores from the football tonight. So I've taken that to heart because I feel that to become involved in the Danish customs and society, I have to get used to the fact that we have to follow football. And the threats of we're not coming unless we can hear what's going on in the football. He will do live updates through the night on the scores. As you'll find out later on tonight. And of course Nina. Thank you Nina for looking after me as well. And both of us on our travels to Copenhagen especially, in the big city. And I had a big speech, but I left it in the hotel. But yeah, should I say anything else? Your bit's coming. Okay. That was just everyone else first. Okay, fine. But of course with Mette, we've got quite an unusual story really. That's why I also had to have my hat today. It's not just a token gesture from Australia. That's basically how Mette first met with. So I felt it was only appropriate that she met me with my hat on. We have to get married with my hat on. Except that I was more respectful. I was not going to wear it in the church. So. But I always wear my hat. It's not just a thing I do. But we met nearly 5 years ago now. 5 years ago now on a little cattle station. 6 years. Oops, that's a bad mistake. As we all know. But we met in some very unusual circumstances. In the middle of absolute nowhere. The destiny of us meeting was quite remote. But it's been one of the grandest moments of my life. And we probably met in some of the most unusual and strange circumstances. Because if you had seen how we were dressed when we first met, it is a long way from how beautiful she looks today. She looked like an Australian housewife when I first met her. Turbans and cigarette. It's good that she comes back to her mother and gets some good standard of dressing. With our time in Australia, it was just a very fleeting moment where we enjoyed our company together a great deal. I'd never met anyone like Mette before, and we got on very well from the start, and we just thought we'd see how it goes, and it tended to keep going. So, and I realised that she makes a great sacrifice to live all the way over the other side of the world with me, and I can see why now it is so hard with her at times, because of all the lovely families she's visiting. But we'll be coming back as much as we can. So, once again, I'd like to say, all have a good night. Enjoy the food, the drinks, the music, and